Hello beautiful creatures, welcome to my channel. I am Aradia, the Witch of Dark Light. And this video is the first in a series that I'm going to do on Plant Magic 101. All about botanicals, herbs, roots. And in each video I'm going to be going over their magical and spiritual uses, as well as their medicinal properties and how I use them for health reasons. So if you want to come along with me on this little Plant Magic 101 journey, please do stick around. First, I would like to give a shout out to all my subscribers. Thank you for being a part of my world. And if this is your first time coming here to my channel and it's something that you think you like and want to see more of, please do consider subscribing. So, Plant Magic 101. First, I need to give a disclaimer and a warning. Disclaimer, I am not a doctor, I am not a physician. I have taken courses on herbalism, Master Herbalist course, and have done extensive studies. I have my books here, and I'll show you one of them that I have here, which was a correspondence to the information provided for this video. However, I just want to leave this disclaimer. This will be based on my experiences and how I use these plants. Warning: during some of these videos, the information that I share may be tinctures, may be teas. Please check with your doctor if you will be consuming any of these plants. You can be allergic to it. Some of them are poison. If you're taking medication, see how, check to see if the reaction will be negative with the use of the medication and the plant. So in short, do your due diligence, check to see if it's okay for you to consume any of these plants that I will be talking about. Now that that is out of the way, the first plant I want to talk about is wormwood. This is something that I have had in my apothecary for years. And I'm going to share a little story with you about how I learned about it. But after I found out about it, I have always kept it as a part of plants that I use in my magics and in my medicinal apothecary. So, wormwood. Its Latin name is, and I'm going to be looking down in my notes, and also the words that I say, that I speak, I may butcher them, so I will put them on the screen so that you can see what it is that I am trying to say. So a wormwood is, its Latin name is Artemisia absinthium. And its origin, where it is grown, is in Eurasia and North Africa. They have, however, naturalized it to grow in Canada and northern parts of the United States. Now, I want to share a little fun fact about wormwood. Wormwood is used in creating a popular liquor called absinthe. Now, this liquor was also called the Green Fairy because it has hallucinogenic properties. These properties come from something that is within the plant wormwood. It is called thujone. This is extracted from the plant wormwood and used in absinthe, the making of absinthe. So it was actually known to be such a hallucinogenic that it was banned in certain parts of the world to even make or sell or drink. So that's just a little fun fact about wormwood. I will put further information in a link if you want to know more about that. So next, I want to get into what wormwood is known for and more the reasons why I use wormwood. It is known to be able to remove parasites mainly from your intestines. It has other things that it's used for, but this is the reason why this plant came on my radar originally years ago. So I'm going to share that part with you and my experience with it. So how I learned about wormwood, this was years ago. I did a little research because periodically I go in and out of being like go on this health kick of purging and understanding all things that work inside my body. So I was focused on understanding parasites. And when I found out information about parasites that could be residing in my intestines, yeah, so when I found that out, I wanted to find out the alternative ways to extract these parasites from out of my body. I didn't know if I had any parasites. I just wanted to make sure that I was cleaned out and yeah. So this is how I learned about wormwood. There are a couple of other components that I use with wormwood, but I'm just going to talk about the wormwood here in this video. The rest I will share in future episodes of the Plant Magic 101. So how I use the wormwood is I took a teaspoon of dried wormwood and I put it in about maybe 8 to 10 ounces of hot water, making a tea. I drank this for 3, 4, 5 days from what I can remember because it was years ago, as I mentioned. And after that, you know, after the second or third day, I did check. Yes, guys, I checked. Every time I had a bowel movement, I checked to see if there were parasites. And after the end, when I finished drinking it, after the 3, 4, or 5 days, I saw parasites in my bowel movement. Yes, that's disgusting, but I was not going to go through this process without investigating and making sure that this worked. Yes, there were parasites, and I was able to identify them because I had did the research to see what parasites look like that may reside in your intestines. So wormwood works in expelling these parasites out of your intestines. I believe, if I can recall from my research, because I haven't done it recently, this was years ago, research, I believe it also expels some parasites that are within your liver. But I will, before I post this video, I will do that research and put that information in the description area of this video. So this is the reason why I kept wormwood in my apothecary, because periodically now wormwood is considered to be poisonous. Only in certain doses. Now I only take wormwood maybe once a year. It is when I feel like I've eaten too much meat, or when I'm feeling like, okay, it's time to cleanse. Wormwood is a tea that I drink, and I don't do it for 3 to 4 or 5 days like I did before. I only drink it like once, 1 to 2 days, because this is, you know, something that I have been doing, and I also work with colon cleansers and all of that. So it's not necessary for such a long, extensive amount of time. So wormwood is a bitter in the botanical world, and bitters are known to remove things, expel things, and work in a way that it leaves room for another component, plant, to come along and heal whatever is damaged. So in this case, it'd be wormwood as the bitter, and yogurt was the thing that I had to use, because the reason why I found this out was at the time I didn't have any knowledge of this. So it was a few weeks after I had taken the wormwood as a tea that I had gotten sick. And that is because I had removed the parasites and bacteria, but along with that I moved the good bacteria. So I had to replenish, to repair all of the good bacteria that's necessary to fight off any infections. So I had gotten sick, and so I had to do a little more research, and that was the reason why. So every time I use the wormwood now, I take a little yogurt after I'm done. So that is my story with parasites and how wormwood came into my life. So let's talk about its uses in the spiritual realm, magically. Now, when you think about a plant and its properties, how it's used medicinally, this is generally how it's used in the spiritual realm. It removes and expels. So how I use the wormwood, I use it in banishing and releasing things. So I may use it in my candle magic, where I will dress the candle with the wormwood. Or when I do a releasing ritual of negative energies, I will write on a piece of paper the things I want to release, put some wormwood in that paper, fold it up, and burn it. So that's something that I do to help release negative energies. Now, there is another way that you can use the wormwood, and that is for divination. Because wormwood has the properties to remove and clear the space, it helps you to be able to have that clear connection to receive the messages. So what you would do is you light a charcoal disc, you take a pinch of that dried wormwood, and you let it burn as an incense while you're in that meditative state, preparing yourself to do whatever form of divination that you're about to do, and it allows you to connect better. So this is the ways that I use wormwood, and a lot of people use wormwood alongside mugwort, as it is in the same family and has kind of the same properties. So that is all the information about wormwood. It's what it's used for medicinally, and how I use it in my magical workings. And the book I have here that I did a little reference on, and I have other books, but for this one, because I will be sharing many more books in this series, this one I will share the book that I purchased during my Master Herbalist course that I had taken years ago. So hopefully this is still available. It's this book here. It is the Herbal Medicine Maker's Handbook. It is a home manual. So it's kind of a correspondence book. If this is something you want to do, if you want to work with plants medicinally, this is a great reference book to have in your library. I will try to find a link where you can purchase this book and put it in the description. So that is all for this first episode. In the next episode, I will be talking about lavender, the ways that I use it magically, and sharing with you, as a matter of fact, I think I have it here. Yes. Sharing with you my tincture called Sleepy Time. That's this here. Hopefully you can see it clear. If it's not clear, I'll put it in the B-roll. I'm going to be sharing with you my tincture and what I use it for. So I hope you will come along with me. Please do subscribe if you haven't already. Give me a thumbs up so this video can get out there to the world. So that is it for today. I love you all, and until the next video, into the shadows.